The plane banked hard, tilting us toward a world that felt impossibly far from home. I pressed my face to the window, heart pounding, as deep green valleys and terraced hills unfolded below like a living tapestry. The land seemed to ripple with stories, every field and river a thread in Nepal's ancient fabric. Suddenly, the Himalayas pierced the clouds, sharp, brilliant, impossible. Their jagged peaks rose above the mist, catching the first light of morning, and for a moment, it felt as if we were flying into a dream. The cabin fell silent, everyone transfixed by the peaks scraping the sky. Even the most seasoned travelers seemed humbled, their faces pressed to the glass, eyes wide with wonder. This was Nepal, not just a destination, but a challenge from the roof of the world. The mountains seemed to beckon, promising adventure and demanding respect in equal measure. My boots hit the tarmac in Kathmandu, and the air was a mix of incense, dust, and distant snow. The city's energy was immediate, swirling around me in a rush of new sounds and scents. The city pulsed with energy, chaotic, vibrant, ancient, and alive. Rickshaws darted between motorcycles, and centuries-old temples stood shoulder to shoulder with bustling markets. I took a deep breath, letting the spirit of the place fill me. The air was thick with possibility, and every breath felt like an invitation to explore further. Prayer flags fluttered from rooftops, temple bells rang, and every corner revealed something new. A hidden shrine, a market, a sadhu with ancient eyes. The city was a living mosaic, each piece telling its own story. The journey began not on a trail, but in the heart of this city. Every step through Kathmandu's winding alleys was a step deeper into the unknown, a prelude to the mountains beyond. I found a quiet spot to watch the sun dip below the hills, the sky turning fiery orange behind temple rooftops. The city slowed, and for a moment, time itself seemed to pause. Amid the chaos, a profound peace settled in. I realized that Kathmandu was more than a gateway. It was a teacher, offering lessons in patience and presence. Nepal's first lesson: find calm within the storm. In the swirl of noise and color, I found a stillness I hadn't known I was seeking. The real challenge lay ahead, in the high, thin air of the Himalayas. The mountains loomed, silent and immense, promising both hardship and awe. But my spirit was ready. The adventure was on. The mountains were waiting, and I felt their call echo in my chest. And I was ready to answer their call, eager to discover what stories the Kingdom of Clouds would share with me. Nothing prepares you for your first clear view of the Himalayan giants. The sheer magnitude of these mountains is overwhelming, a testament to the raw power of nature. We left the city behind, climbing higher into the foothills. The air grew thinner, and the landscape transformed from bustling urban life to serene, untouched wilderness. The clouds parted, Everest, Lhotse, Amma Dablam, no longer names, but colossal beings of rock and ice. Their presence was both intimidating and inspiring. Their scale made me feel small, humbled and awed. Standing before these giants, I realized how insignificant yet connected we are to the natural world. The silence was profound, broken only by the wind whispering stories from the peaks. Each gust seemed to carry ancient tales of the mountain's history. The mountains command respect with their quiet, immovable presence. They stand as timeless sentinels, watching over the land and its people. Sherpas moved with quiet confidence, born of this world, guardians of the trails. Their strength and resilience are unmatched, a true testament to human endurance. Their wisdom was more valuable than any map. They knew every twist and turn, every hidden danger, and every breathtaking view. The call to climb is irresistible, a challenge to the body, but even more to the spirit. Each step taken is a step towards self-discovery and personal growth. Can you push through discomfort? Can you endure the physical strain and mental fatigue that comes with such a journey? Can you find your place in the vastness? In the grand scheme of things, where do you fit in this immense, awe-inspiring landscape? The mountains ask these questions of everyone. They challenge you to look inward, to find strength and purpose within yourself. Looking up at the jagged ridgelines, I knew this journey would be more than a physical test. It was a pilgrimage, a journey to understand my place in the world, a chance to find a bigger part of myself, to connect with something greater, something timeless and eternal. The trek began at a suspension bridge draped in prayer flags, spanning a roaring turquoise river. Stepping onto it felt like crossing into another world. The trail wound through pine-scented air and lush valleys. Every step was deliberate, the crunch of boots a steady rhythm. The altitude reminded me to slow down, syncing breath with steps. We passed through villages where children called out Namaste, their smiles a source of energy. The landscape shifted from rhododendron forests to panoramic views of snow-capped peaks. Waterfalls cascaded down mossy cliffs, the valley teeming with life. As the sun set, we reached a tea house. Warmth, aching muscles, and a cup of tea. Watching the last light paint the peaks, I felt a deep sense of accomplishment. It was just the first day, but the trail had welcomed me, and I had answered its call. Life on the trail falls into a simple rhythm, a cadence shaped by the mountains themselves. Each day, you surrender to the pace of your own footsteps, letting the world slow down around you. You wake before sunrise, the air crisp and silent, and pull on your boots as the first golden light spills over the peaks. The chill in the air is invigorating, promising new adventures with every step. Days are measured not by hours, but by ascents conquered, descents navigated, and rivers crossed. Each bridge and trail becomes a milestone, a memory etched into your journey. The world becomes beautifully simple. Walk, breathe, drink, look up. Every breath feels earned, every view a reward for your effort. Conversations with fellow trekkers are honest and unfiltered, bonds forged in challenge and awe. Laughter echoes through the valleys and stories are shared over steaming mugs of tea. The physical test is immense. Lungs burn, legs ache, and the altitude presses down. But you push through, discovering reserves of strength you never knew you had. Each tough climb is a battle with yourself, a test of willpower and grit. But the view from the top is pure triumph, a breathtaking panorama that makes every struggle worthwhile. Nights are magical, stars brighter than you can imagine. The Milky Way, a river of diamonds stretching across the sky. The silence is profound, broken only by the soft rustle of the wind. Standing under 1,000,000 stars, you feel small, yet part of something infinite. The universe feels close, and your worries seem to fade into the night. The trek strips away the noise of life, leaving only what matters: your thoughts, your breath, and the beauty that surrounds you. Every day is a lesson in resilience and wonder, a reminder of how much you can endure and how much there is to appreciate. The mountains demand your best, and give back more than you expect. They humble you, inspire you, and fill you with gratitude. In the quiet, you find your place in the grand scheme of things. The vastness of the landscape puts everything in perspective, and you realize you are exactly where you need to be, present, alive, and deeply connected to the world around you. After days of wild trekking, the monastery appeared, perched on a high ledge, its white walls and golden roofs gleaming. Prayer flags fluttered, a deep horn echoed, and peace radiated from the sanctuary. Approaching, the frantic pace slowed to a respectful walk. Young monks swept courtyards. Incense drifted on the air. Inside, murals glowed in butter lamplight, and a lone monk chanted in the vast prayer hall. I sat, feeling centuries of devotion soak into the walls. From the balcony, clouds blanketed the valley, peaks rising like islands. The view inspired contemplation, how people found peace in such a remote place. The answer was in the monastery's calm, a higher perspective on life. Here, faith and stillness thrived on the edge of the world. Before sunrise, a gong echoed through the monastery. I joined the monks for morning prayers, their chanting a low, resonant hum. I didn't know the words, but I felt the devotion and peace. Every action was mindful, from sweeping to creating intricate sand mandalas. Art swept away to teach impermanence. Meals were eaten in silence, each bite a meditation. An elderly monk shared butter tea and simple wisdom. Happiness is a peaceful mind, not possessions. Evening chants closed the day, butter lamps flickering in the dusk. The monks sent compassion into the world, not retreating from it. Their stillness was a different way of engaging with life. In their presence, I found peace. It was a lesson I would carry with me. Nepal's spirituality is everywhere, in the wind rivers and mountains revered as gods. Our guide pointed out cairns for mountain spirits and told tales of the Yeti. Hindu temples and Buddhist stupas stand side by side, prayer wheels spinning mantras into the universe. Faith is lived daily in rituals and festivals, a constant conversation with the divine. Stories of mystics meditating in caves echo through the high valleys. Their legacy, the greatest journeys, are within, conquering the self. This mystical energy changes you. Suddenly, every tree and eagle feels sacred. Nepal's magic is seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's a reminder there's more to life than what meets the eye. And it's a feeling that stays with you. Nepal's true heart is its people. In every village we were met with warmth and humility. Namaste is more than a greeting, it's respect, kindness and connection. Life is hard here, but I saw resilience and joy, not complaint. A family invited us in for tea, sharing what little they had with open hearts. The Sherpas, heroes of the Himalayas, carried heavy loads with strength and grace, always smiling. Their courage and humor inspired us all. Sharing moments with locals, children playing, women weaving, made the journey unforgettable. These connections remind us we're all linked by love, family, and the search for happiness. The people of Nepal taught me that true wealth is not material. It's found in community, kindness, and spirit. And those are riches you carry home. Leaving Nepal is not easy. As the plane climbed, I looked down at the peaks that had changed me. They were no longer just mountains, but living entities full of spirit. The journey pushed me to my limits, but the rewards were greater breathtaking views, warm smiles, and moments of peace. Nepal gives you more than memories, it gives you perspective. You arrive as a visitor, but leave as a student with lessons etched into your soul. The magic is real, in prayer flags, chants, and every heartfelt namaste. Nepal becomes a part of you, a source of peace and strength. The mountains taught humility, the monks stillness, the people kindness. Nepal is a journey into what it means to be truly alive.